My name is Santiago Giron. I am engineer agronomist, and I work in Coffee Foundation of Rural Development, FUNCAFE, and this is in Guatemala. Who know Guatemala? Okay, Guatemala is in the Central America, and this project introduced the technology in the schools. I am very happy because today I have the opportunity to speak about the Yerba Buena school. This is into San Pedro Pinula community, and this school is in a dry zone, and in this zone is very hot, and when before Scampis coming in this school is the students don't know how to produce vegetables, and they needed in this moment implementing productive projects, and but they don't know money to investment in this school garden. So the students contact directly the technician Scampis, and FUNCAFE supported Scampis project in some activities. Teach the students how install this technology, how produce the vegetables with organic farming, and teach security, food security and nutritional, sexual reproductive health, and water drinking safe, and other themes. Well, I say you that it not easy, because work with students is very difficult for different reasons. One reason is that the students not money to investment in this school garden, and the students don't time to investment in these activities, because she need to complete some hours learning, and they don't they don't know how to produce this. So okay, after Scampis, the students now know this production with the technology, with farming, organic farming. They know nutritional. They know safe food and nutritional, and sexual reproductive health, and they know how use this technology, and how produce and consumption these vegetables, and use other recurse of this community to improve your food. In I very happy because when introduce the technology in this age, we working more quickly, because when in this community it's very difficult introduce the technology, because the people all resist to introduce some improve in these areas. So we are completely I completely sure that this is a good tool for development in this community. So I will I can no I want to explain more, but the English not okay. My language is other, so it's difficult. Thank you. Sorry. I have the pleasure to present my boss. So very careful, very careful.
Thank you very much, Santiago. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It's a great pleasure to share you this morning about our work. My name is Mynor Maldonado. I am Executive Director of Coffee Foundation for Rural Development, FUNCAFE. FUNCAFE as a social branch of Guatemalan National Coffee Association. FUNCAFE works in 3 different strategic areas: education, health, and food and nutritional security. Its campus project in Guatemala developed below the food security areas, where the micro-irrigation system represented innovative vehicle to improve the food security. The intervention was integrated to promote the most impact in the human rural to take a behavior change, how they can to improve their living condition. In order to integrate different actions and strategies, we work in 5 important points. The first one was the integration of technical components: education, health, and food safety. The second one was the methodological approach with using learning by doing system. The number 3 is working with women, because the women in Guatemala rural has a very important role to decide what kind of food the family will eat. The other important point was the differentiate attention to 3 different cultural areas. And the last ones, the formal education in food security and nutritional too. The most important lesson learning from this campus is how to generate a behavior change in the community people to improve her living conditions. That is the most important lesson learned by from this project in Guatemala for us. With this consideration, we have right now a big responsibility. How to do scaling up to the more people to give the same opportunity. With this learning, lesson learning, and look to the next 5 years, we have defined a new goals. 5,000 new family at the on the western highlands of Guatemala, producing vegetable with a micro irrigation system for self-consumption. And the new goal is 1,000 hectares below irrigation to commercial production. During the next step, we will incorporate a new strategy. Is to work together, hands to hands with the growers, producers by their organization. Coffee organizations, horticultural producers, and handicraft producers. And we will incorporate in these new families individual and scholar garden, the woman for every children, training in food and nutritional, and training to correct water management to take a safe water to drink and to produce too. The principal challenges in this new step maybe is how to put all stakeholders in the same weight. How to harmonize, coordinate, collaborate to work for the same general objective, to reduce the poverty, the hunger, and the malnutrition in rural areas. All the lesson learning from the Campus project were systematized and will be incorporated in the next step. Doing this, we hope to contribute means to reduce the poverty in Guatemala, Western Highlands. Thank you very much. If you have any question.
Good morning. My name's Grace Mwewa from Kenya. Though we came and found that the first person who was giving out the introduction of the school pupils, how they do the work, was that he was trying to say it's very difficult to work with the students. But I endeavor with him. To work with the students is the most enjoyable kind of job, although it depends where you are coming from, the way they were brought up with the foundation. The foundation with the young children is that they get what the teacher is telling them. When you look at them there, each one of them is raising up the hands. That means they understand what they are doing. I'm a trained teacher. And what they are being told by the teacher is they are following. And Mine is to say that where we are coming from, back Kenya, with the Water Trust Fund, it is difficult to have such students in our country to work like that, because in our country we don't have rivers and water enough to produce what is happening. Our country is a bit dry. Our country, we don't have technology, the one I'm seeing today. And it means the years to come, each one of them, although they are very little, in each family they will have a person who will at least have a technology and a method for that particular family. And because the families are many, if you are doing that in your country, each country will produce enough food for the people. My question is, however, when you go back, I'm 100%, my question is for these children to make sure that they carry what the teacher is saying so that we can learn from you. Thank you.
Thank you. Other questions? I think we all agree that the future belongs to the younger generations. As if we can teach them the right things, the world will be different and better.
Okay, my name is Jean-Marie. I come from WaterNet in Zimbabwe. We are a capacity building network. And from what we've been seeing since this morning, I was just wondering if you are thinking of formalizing this capacity building approach. Because from what I'm seeing, we have identified groups which are being trained on specific technologies. But I was wondering if you are pushing this process into things like curriculum, then would have a long-term sort of impact, and we might end up reaching even other groups. I don't know if under this initiative you are thinking of incorporating such approach in curriculum, both at undergraduate or postgraduate level. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am. And then we'll...
Good morning, my name is Essa Nilsson and I work at SIDA headquarters here at Stockholm. I'm just curious about this technology. How does it work and how does it save water? And is the water, how is it collected? Where does it come from? Is it totally collected from rainwater, or do you also depend on groundwater? How does it work? Just a few words on how it works. Thank you.
Okay. Just bear with me. Okay, so why don't you start with the water one, so everybody is on the same page, and then we go to the scaling up question on the curriculum, okay?
In the first, thank you for your comment. And how to do to incorporate in a national curriculum this, we are working in this together with the Education of Ministry of Guatemala. We have right now 200 schools working with the same methodology, because we have 15 years working with education, with the same methodology, learning by doing, training to the teachers, organizing the community and the parents and the children. The children organized in each schools. Management, this project below food security is one of the last issue incorporated in our project, in our program of education, like a formal education, especially in a coffee growers and schools. But in our experience, we designed the materials. We validate, that is correct. Validate all the materials and methodology, and after we take a fully complete, we can give to ministry like support or contribution like a contribution, the Coffee Foundation for Rural Development to Guatemala. That's clear. Okay. The other one is the.
How does this thing? How does the micro irrigation work? So where do you get the water? Is it collected from rain? Do you have sources of water?
We have the different sources. Rain is one, and the well is well, and from the river, a small river. They need to walk some 1 meters to pick up water, for to put this bag. But we have a different kit in Guatemala, because we were looking about different options in the market. In Guatemala, we have only 5 suppliers, and we talk with each, and we invite her to design a specific kit to use in small areas, 50 square meters or at 100 meters. No, okay. This technology is very easy for to use. You don't need electricity, because this the function of this is below the below pressure. That's correct. Below pressure, you need only to elevate 1 meter, and the water, and then by the gravity, the water moves, and you need only to move to put the water inside, and to move this tap, and to take the time.
Is the water pumped into those containers, or is it necessary?
We'll see it later on, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, we have the other examples.
Do you
Yeah.
have something to show, to actually show how it works?
To show, no, but I can quickly give you an idea. So,
Yeah. Okay, get the microphone. And also, it will be helpful to say the cost of the kit.
Well, very quickly, then if you want I can give you more information. Because in each country has been different, but in the 3 countries there has been micro-irrigation kit. This technology is composed by one part where you put water, an amount of water. It can be a bag or a tank, and it can have different size, very small or very big, depending on the size of the land. And in the 3 countries you have always 100 square meters, but in one, like in India, they decided to also have 20 square meters, so very small gardens. And so you have 20 square meter, 50 square meter, or 100 square meter that can be irrigated easily with this type of technology, because the gravity pressure and the amount of water is enough to irrigate that size of land. So you just have to fill manually the bag. In Madagascar, in India, for example, they also have the availability of pedal pump. So many farmers decided to buy a pedal pump, and they use a pedal pump to take the water from a river a little bit more far, and they pump the water directly into the micro-irrigation kit. So they use it in a complementary way, or they have directly the pump to irrigate. If they have enough water, they irrigate directly with a pedal pump. And of course it's water saving this, because when you irrigate the vegetable directly at the roof, you don't inundate all the plot, so you just give the right quantity of water, and in that way the plant grow much more healthy and big and quicker also, because normally if you irrigate manually you put one day a lot of water, and maybe the day after you don't irrigate at all. Instead with this, you keep constant irrigation every day, or maybe two times per day, and also you irrigate the plant directly at the roof, at the roots, and so you have less diseases of the plant because are not wet. So you also have this, and also the soil fertility is preserved because the water goes directly inside and doesn't wash all the soil of all the nutrient away every time when you inundate the land.
In fact, here I think you see the pump up there. Yeah, and then that's how they get the water. How much does it cost? How much does a kit cost? $80.
$80 the kids during with 5 years
Guaranteed
yeah.
Okay.
If they can use correctly.
for 5 years.
Yes, if you have a tank with this elevation, and you put the principal
Pipe.
pipe, and this in each areas, I don't know where it's plot
Each row.
road. You connected every one of this trip. It's very simple.
Okay, hold on. There was a question here, and then I'll come to you, sir.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Larson. I'm from Accenture. And you mentioned earlier that a problem you're going to face in scaling up will be in harmonizing your stakeholders to go towards a common goal. So I was wondering, how will you apply your lessons learned in stakeholder management in your first phase to your second phase, and what unique challenges do you think you'll face in the second phase?
¿Cómo piensa de armonizar todo esto diferente stakeholders en el proceso de scaling up?
Okay. Right now we have we established consortium when we involucrate the partner, like a partners, the small producers organized by cooperative. They are part of the next project because we are working with their family, their producers, to take the empowerment and engage. Yeah, we have different institutions. We are involucrating national bank to take someone's credit if it's necessary, and the suppliers too, the producers. One program of the agricultural ministry.
Did that answer your question, Matt?
Oh, how does that scale up? Like, is there other new stakeholders that will be involved in the scaling up process, or is it going to be the same type of?
¿Son estos nuevos?
Yes. There are new stakeholders.
They are? You have? ¿Tienes nuevos?
I have new stakeholders.
Who are they? Who are your new stakeholders?
This cooperative horticultural producers, for example. The last new are handicraft producers. Okay. And new coffee producers too.
Okay. Yes, ma'am, I'll come to you.
Yes, thank you very much for your interesting story. My name is Jaap Evers. I'm from Meta consultancy in the water sector in the Netherlands. I was wondering, as we are speaking about scaling up this technology, what would be the rate of return of the investment a farmer would make? You say that a kit costs about, I thought 80, but I don't know 80 what, 80 US dollars? $80. For instance, I am a farmer and I have 100 square meters of land, and I'm able to invest in the first 50 square meters for a kit of this micro irrigation. How many years would that mean to me to have refunded my investment and for me to be able to also do that other 50 square meters that I have? So what's the rate of return? Does that take me 1 season of growing? Does it take me 2 seasons or 1 year or 3 years?
Maybe this is more.
Okay, so hold on to that question. Hold on to that question.
Elisabeth van den Acker from German Development Corporation. I think my question goes into the same direction a little bit, not the rate of return for a single farmer, but also for upscaling. Can you observe already that people who are not participating in the project but who see what's going on, who see the beneficial effects of the project, that they are going for themselves to buy the kits? Self-adoption of the innovation? Thank you.
Okay. You want to take? Sorry.
Okay. In terms of rate of return, we have been calculating more or less depending on what they are producing. For example, we found out that if you cultivate 100 square meters with tomato, in 4 week times, you will have enough quantity of, in one season, in one cropping season, you will have, they are earning 30 euro, we can say 30 euro. So, in 1 year they could fully repay the technology. And this very much depends on what they are cultivating. So, the price of the technology can be repaid within 1 year of production. Of course, you don't. They need to have the money before, so they have to invest. So the problem is how to get the credit and then pay back this. But the price of the technology is quite low. And as long as the farmers are really convinced that they can produce enough and then sell it, they will be able to. They are willing to buy it. And also in Guatemala and also in the other countries, we saw that after the first piloting demonstrations, and already now at the end of the project, there are many farmers who actually want to buy the technology. So this is the reason why it's happening, the scaling up. The scaling up is, nobody wanted to think of the scaling up at the beginning of the project. We were just implementing the project. And then this is something that happened the last year. In the last year, in the 3 countries, more or less at the same time, all the 3 countries said, yes, now we are going for scaling up. What happened? That they saw that in the same place where they were implementing the project, there were many more farmers who wanted to really buy the technology, not having with subsidies or for free. They were ready to invest. So the scaling up is happening only because there has been perceived the need of and the interest in really buying it, I think.
The farmers, they buy, they take the crops or whatever vegetables to the store direct, or is the government?
Sorry, the form in which they receive the
Where do they sell
When do they sell?
at the local market. So we did a calculation and we understood how much they saved, because most of the production was for their own consumption. So they saved some money for themselves, and whatever they didn't consume, they sold at the local market in nearby village, in the community. Directly. Yes, the farmer went directly. Some case the farmers was in contact with the bigger intermediary, so was selling to the intermediary. Is very much diversified. But most often they were selling directly at the market, because it's very small also quantity. Maybe we can go for India.
Okay, absolutely. Oh, I can't. Yeah, sure. Yeah, no, it's okay. We were going to move to another country. No.
It's a bit of a Tony Allen, King's College London. It's a bit of a controversial question, but I'll just raise it at this point in the morning, and perhaps you could bear it in mind for the rest of the session. Whenever you irrigate, you always run out of blue water. Blue water is the water you pump from the ground or divert from the river. This question is as much for Rudolf as for anyone. In going down this route and the uncertain nature of upscaling, will it be the case that people will invest with their better lives and better economic conditions? Will they invest in bigger pumps? Because it is the case everywhere, whether it's California, Australia, or the poorest farmers in India, wherever you irrigate, you always run out of blue water.
We'll wait for Rudolf to take that after we hear from our India colleagues.